Hi, it's Bev here, Bev Hepting, if you don't know who I am. I've been doing this online coaching, running businesses for a good many years now, and I'm going to own up and own it that I have not made enough money to call it a truly financially successful business. I've had great fun, I've met amazing people, and I've thoroughly enjoyed what I do. But still, there comes a time when you have to really look at it and ask yourself, is this a very expensive hobby? Are you taking it seriously? Are you hungry enough for it? And do you want to continue fighting for that limited space that is available online now? It suited me when I started doing it. I'd been quite ill. I have a hidden disability. I have fibromyalgia. And for those that don't know what that is, it basically means I'm in a lot of pain a lot of the time because my brain keeps telling me that, even though I haven't been injured. I was ill again recently, really seriously ill, and laying in a hospital bed gives you a lot of time to think about what's next. Now, I'm entering that phase, that what I call, that third part of life. I'm 64 this year, and how long am I going to fight this difficult and challenging online world with the change in marketing, the change in algorithms, social media creating more problems than they should, not feeling I can compete? It gets hard and it gets depressing, don't you think? But then the question comes up, doesn't it? What next? And I honestly had no answer. I still have no answer to what next. What I do know is that, unlike my parents, I'm nowhere near retiring age. I like to think of myself as maybe semi-retired, but I'm nowhere near retirement sort of mentality. I feel I have so much more to do. I just don't know what that is. I have a very, very deep spiritual foundation in my life, my own personal beliefs. And I do feel that whatever I have been doing, whilst I've been having some fun and not making any money and thoroughly enjoying running this small enterprise, I'm not sure it's what I'm supposed to be doing. We talk about purpose. Recently, I've been talking about taking a gap year because that gave me a sense of purpose for not doing what I have been doing. Although when my daughter pointed out that actually a gap year means you go traveling, I had to stop and go, well, actually, I'm not sure I can afford to travel much as I'd like to. So then we're back to, how do we make money? Now, I'm a very lucky girl. I know I'm a lucky girl. I have a husband, third husband, and he works, but he's of retirement age. And I don't know about you, ladies. It just doesn't sit comfortably with me that I can sit at home and he goes out and earns money. I like my financial independence too much. I want those little luxuries in life. I want to be able to go traveling or learn something new or buy a leather jacket just for the sheer hell of it. And as we get older and we look at what pension we are likely to get in, well, mine is pretty non-existent. I'll be lucky if I can buy myself a loaf of bread a week. And I urge all you younger women out there if you're listening to this, to really consider your pension. Don't leave it to the last minute like I did with my free spirit and all that sort of stuff. I want to do things. I want to podcast. I don't want to share my whole life with you all. Don't get me wrong, but I like the idea of podcasting my ideas and my beliefs and my thoughts on life. I like that idea, even though that little bit in the back of my head is telling me that nobody else is going to be in the slightest bit interested. I like the idea of, I love coaching. I love teaching. I really, really do. But I don't like all the marketing and the social media stuff and everything else that goes with it. And trust me, it doesn't matter what they tell you. To get ahead in this game, you've got to be working twice the hours you ever worked in a paid job. You've got to be out there on all those social media platforms, really putting your face forward with a really strong brand and money in your back pocket. Unless you've got something so unique that it is completely new, it's not easy. It's a huge challenge. So this morning, I've done this a couple of times in the past, but I'm going to start looking at the what next question. So come with me to my trusty board. Let me find my pens over here, and please do not take any notice of the mess in this room. So I've got lots of lovely dry white pens. I've got more pens than I know what to do with, to be fair. So camera, coming this way. Okay, I want you to look at my lovely, there we go. Can you see that? I hope you can. There we go, my board. So, camera this way. I've got one of those fancy cameras. So what next? And I do this on a dry whiteboard because, well, I can get rid of it, do another one. What next? So what can I do? What am I good at? So let's try one that works, shall we? Pink, because we all know I love my pink. So I'm good at speaking. I'm good at storytelling. I'm good at teaching. I'm good at inspiring people. There you go. I'm good at all those things. But what are my challenges? So my challenges are marketing, finding clients. Always been difficult, that one. I'm an empath, so I get too involved in things where actually I shouldn't be. And that happens quite a lot with me because I sort of feel and I get sucked into whatever chaos is going on. Bank balance is a challenge. I'd say what a big challenge for me is this connecting people. I find it a real struggle to build a following. I connect one-to-one with people really well, but creating communities is a big challenge for me. I wish I knew why, and I think it's probably because I don't do enough of that consistently. And I know that. So that's my challenge. Here is, what do I want to do? Do I want to do? Yes, I want to travel. Yes, I want to earn lots of money. There we go. You won't be able to read this, but that's okay. I want to earn lots of money. I want to leave a legacy. And one of the big things is to run an online shop. That I really want to do. And I've sort of started that. So that's what I've been doing. Let me move back in again so you can see me better and turn off my traveling camera. So those are the things I want to do. Those are the problems that I have. So it's going to be a bit of a journey, because maybe it's not a gap year, maybe it's a reflection year, maybe it's just a year to allow me to look at new things and listen to the universe and visualize better and all of that stuff. Because, yeah, I have so much left to do that somehow I've got to look at all this that's over here on my whiteboard and figure out where I'm getting to, where do I want to be, and how am I going to get there. It's difficult. And I think as a woman who has raised children, married 3 times, worked since she was 16 years old, like a lot of us from my generation, in all sorts of jobs, quite successfully, that feeling that I'm defined by what I do, I think is the one that sticks in my head that needs to change. Because, you know, I've done loads of things, I've achieved loads of things, but somehow in my head they get tossed by the wayside, because that was then and this is not now, and what do I do in the future, and all that sort of stuff. And I don't want to work as hard as I have worked. You know, I've done jobs where I was working 20 odd hours a day sometimes, and, you know, all weekends and stuff. I've worked in the voluntary sector, and I've worked in deprived neighbourhoods and worked with very difficult families. I've done all that. I've worked in offices and I've done all that, and I've run my own business now, and I've done a TEDx, and I've spoken overseas, and all those things I've done, and I should be really proud, and I am proud of myself for having done all those things. Just what next? And I think that's a question a lot of us ask when we sit down and the kids are off. Even my grandchildren are grown up. I say they're grown up. I've got an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old, but I've also got a new grandchild coming this year. So that's another thing, because I really want to support my daughter with that, because she has to go back to work. So anyway, that's me. And it's the beginning of my what next journey. And I would welcome anyone to join me on that journey, if you're having the same thoughts I'm having. And maybe there's room for, I don't know, more collaboration, more sharing of knowledge and experience, maybe more sharing of some of the softwares that cost the earth. Maybe there's just a need for us older ladies to get together and bemoan the world as it is at the moment. It's a difficult one, and I don't have the answers, but I hope to get the answers soon. So in the meantime, all I can say to people is, you know, in the world we live in today, let's be kinder. Let's be a lot kinder and a lot less judgmental, and just enjoy life and allow other people to enjoy it their way. Okay, have a great day, have a great week, and I'll be back soon with more musings about what happens next. Okay, bye.